Welcome to Every Day, a New Thought Show. I'm Thor Challgren, and today I want to encourage you to let it go. No, I'm not talking about Frozen, though I will sort of mention a little bit. So if you have if you get triggered by that, trigger warning for Frozen. I was recently watching a TEDx talk by a great, amazing speaker named Ashe Beckham. And in her talk, she shares about how she experienced this moment where she had to make a choice between, as she frames it, between being an advocate and being an aunt. Watch the talk. I'll put it in the show notes. It's amazing. The issue that she faced was that she was at a Frozen event, the movie Frozen, and her niece was like beyond excited to be at this event. So Ashe is there as her aunt, as her niece's aunt. But at the event, someone seems to insult Ashe by referring to her as the dad of this little girl. She's got her niece on her shoulders, and someone says, refers to Ashe as her dad. So in that moment, she has to decide, do I stand up to this apparent insult, or do I just let it go and be there to support my niece? It's a beautiful talk, and I'm not going to tell you how Ashe resolved the issue. Please watch this. It's an amazing story, and she's a brilliant storyteller, and I love the insights that she shares. But I do think it's worth asking the same question that Ashe did. In any moment where you might perceive an insult, a slight, an attack, stop and remind yourself in that moment that you always have a choice as to how you receive it, how you perceive it. And while you can react, a part of you can react and go, that's annoying, that's an insult. And you could go and immediately act from those emotions. That's not the only choice that you have. There may be a different choice that you can make in that moment as to how you react to it. I think when you watch Ashe's talk and you see how she processed it and the choice that she arrived at, you'll see the beauty of that and realize that all of us, in any moment where we perceive that someone has insulted us, we have multiple ways that we can process it and that we can choose to respond in the same way that Ashe chose to respond. So please watch the TED Talk. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Please put them in the notes for the episode and let me know what you thought of it. And to remind you that when someone seems to insult you, you always have a choice. And sometimes one of those choices can be to let it go.